Hello everyone, I'm Cheslick44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Greedfall, the Dying World. Last episode, we went and helped Ludwig out with his personal quest for a bit. We are still going to eventually have to deal with helping him out more, but we've at least started it. Now, let's see if we can help out Alvida. Her quest is possibly nearby.
Do you have a little time to spare for the matter I told you?
Yes, except to help her.
I'm at your service.
Someone in Ixantis can surely help us. One of the admirals, perhaps.
Alright.
I won't bother
Find
you
someone
any longer.
capable of deciphering the
Don't
logbook, and it suggested that it's one of the admirals.
Talking to you.
Alright, I had a feeling it was going to be here. To Ixantis. Let's see. Is there a way to fast travel around? Thought there was. Can I just... Oh yeah, there we go. Travel, confirm. Alright, let's head back into here. Alright, so there's a couple places we can check. We can see Admiral Barcelos or that Admiral. Let's try this Admiral first. I think she was a much nicer
I
one.
hope at least one of the admirals can help us. This is the first time I've heard of an encrypted logbook.
Doesn't she have other relatives who might know her code?
She and my father hadn't been getting along very well towards the end. But apart from him, I don't really see who could help us.
Well, let's check with the admirals then. We got one right here we can talk to. Admiral Cabral.
Well done. You've managed to get out of this scrape brilliantly. I hold this emissary and her vision of the world in the highest contempt. I'm glad you were able to put her in her place.
Alright, that said, let's speak about Alvida's mother's journal.
We need your help. We found Captain Estrella's logbook, but unfortunately it's all in code.
You found her logbook? That's excellent news. I know that our master librarian has been dying to get his hands on it.
My mother hid it in a cache in her cabin. It was still there. But as my friend told you, we can't decipher it.
That's strange. She must have felt threatened or watched to feel the need to encode it.
This makes deciphering it all the more important.
Indeed. Alas, I wasn't close enough to your mother for her to entrust me with her feelings, or with any kind of code.
Oh, that's
But there
unfortunate.
must be people she worked with and trusted.
Oh no.
They could probably tell you more.
Your mother trusted her carpenter enough to ask him to build her a cache. Why not ask him?
I must admit that, at least on this subject, he doesn't seem to have lied to us.
Thank you for your help, Admiral.
Don't mention it. I hope you'll find some answers. I always thought the official explanation a little too simplistic. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that is all. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
It's my pleasure.
Well, the other option would be Admiral Barcelos, who is way up there. I can travel. We'll check with Admiral Barcelos before we check with the guy who sent us on this chase. Because, while it is unlikely, I won't put it past the fact that he may have planted the logbook there, put it in a code. Well, no, she didn't. But put it in a code that only he could decipher so that he can make himself innocent. But I feel like that's putting on the tinfoil hat a little bit. Admiral Barcelos.
Alvida, I'm very sorry about what happened to you. You should never have been involved in this.
None of us should have been.
Yes, I'm sure I'm sorry for what happened to you. Take time to rest and celebrate the end of this sordid affair. Now, unless you have any questions,
We do, actually. About Alvida's mother's journal.
We could use your help. Or at least your advice. It's about a logbook.
It's Mum's logbook. I mean, Captain Estrella's. We found it on board the Constanzia. But it's written in code.
Are you sure it's your mother's logbook? She's been gone so long.
I'm absolutely sure. The cache where I found it hadn't been opened. I recognize her handwriting
Okay,
despite
it definitely
the code.
wasn't a plant then.
I'm sorry, Alvida. I didn't even know your mother coded her entries. We don't usually do that, as you know. Logbooks are usually made to be shared with other knots.
Do you know anyone who could decipher it?
I can only think of one person in Duxantis who's capable of such a feat. Our master librarian, the wisest of our people.
Thanks for your help.
Please.
Librarian.
This story concerns me as much as my daughter. I hope you'll keep me informed if you discover anything. Is there anything else I can do for you?
That is all, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
So the librarian could help. Alright. Let's go speak with the librarian in that case. If we're allowed in.
Hello. You may come in and speak to the librarian, but he's the one who decides who can access our archives.
Okay, good. We'll probably talk with the other guy as well, just to corroborate. Okay, that probably leads... Yeah, that probably leads to the archives, so not gonna go in there. Well, we can go take a look at the top. Oh, a chest. Purifying Tears rings. Oh, I think I know who I can give those to. I mean, it's fine enough to take a look through here. There might be some stuff. Well, I did find some stuff. There might be more, and the answer appears to be... no. Alright, let's go talk to the librarian, see if he has any information for us. Who knows, he might.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you've not only proven your innocence, but you also forced that horrible woman to acknowledge her lies. Klatir sessammel inimnaterem jam esse.
Hey, you know
Wait.
our language.
Are you from Teofradi?
Yes, I was born there a long time ago. Then I joined the Naughts and I'm one of them now.
Huh.
But we never forget our homeland, do we? What can I do for you?
Let's ask about other things. How did you become a Naut?
I'd never have guessed you were from our island. You speak the language of the Renoixe without an accent. How did one of our people become a Naut and end up here on Yuxantis?
It's a long story. I come from a small village on the coast, Vignamri.
The village of the Sisaik Nemeas.
Exactly. I would watch these strange ships passing in the distance, as big as the whales whose bones I collected with my family. Sometimes they would stop and send men to our village to buy goods and food from us. They fascinated me. So one day, I asked to join them. I was very young then, and became first a cabin boy, then a deckhand. But I wasn't really cut out for sailing. What fascinated me more than anything was the incredible, intimate knowledge they had amassed of the sea. I'd learned to read and write and joined this place as a librarian's apprentice. When the previous librarian was too exhausted to continue his work, I took his place. And here I am.
Alright, what is the role of the Master Librarian?
What is the role of a master librarian?
Apart from presiding over trials, I am the guardian of the Naught's knowledge. Perhaps on our island I would have become a Donegad like you. I don't use magic, but like you, I have a duty to archive, preserve, and pass on the guild's knowledge.
Okay.
I'm also consulted by the island's inhabitants whenever they need to know old customs to settle disputes. I strive to provide wisdom to all those who ask for it.
And what about the Great Library?
What can you tell us about the Great Library?
It's a fabulous place. I'm very proud of it. The Naughts have kept all the Portaland charts, logbooks, maps, ship plans, and navigational instruments since the guild was founded. It's an extraordinary treasure trove containing many secrets. Without them, the guild would not be what it is today, which explains why only high-ranking Naughts can access them. Some nations would do anything to learn even a fragment of what's inside these walls.
Yeah, understandable. Alright, now then. Let's see if you can figure out anything about Alvida's mother's journal.
We managed to get our hands on Captain Estrella's logbook.
We found it in a cache on board the Constantia.
Well, that's wonderful news. I despaired of finding this logbook. You know we keep them all here, don't you?
Alas, as it stands, it will be no more useful to you than to me, I fear. It's entirely encoded.
Encoded? That's strange. Captains don't usually do that.
You wouldn't have a way to decipher it. We thought, with your great knowledge...
I know some codes, of course. But without knowing the method chosen by Estrella, it could take me months. However, I may have an idea that would make our job much easier. Wait, I'll just be a minute.
Okay, then.
That's it. I found what I needed. Alma, Estrella's first mate, whom she trusted more than anyone, survived the shipwreck. But she left Yuxantis.
Ah.
In my archives, I only found a rather vague indication of where she settled. But it's a start. She settled in Alima, in the port district. If anyone can help you with this code, it's her.
Thank you for your help, Master.
Alima.
My pleasure, Captain. And if you manage to decipher the logbook, bring it back, will you? For our archives.
Alright, well, thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. It's always a pleasure.
If you want us to decipher your mother's logbook, we'll have to go to Olima.
I heard of a somewhat shady merchant, a colleague of sorts, who runs a shop by the port at night. She must know where to find a Naught who's forsworn the sea. She's the kind of person someone in my field of work needs to know.
Thank you, Ludwig. I value your suggestion. Safia would surely have proposed a more honest approach, but this merchant is a good lead.
Alright, so now we need to find Alma, and for that, we're gonna need to go elsewhere. Does he have a quest?
Welcome to my domain, the Great Library of Yuxantis. Unfortunately, I can't let you visit our archives. Only Naughts of a certain rank are allowed in there. However, I'll be happy to give you any information I can.
Okay, I guess not. I thought maybe he
Goodbye.
had something,
Goodbye.
some kind of quest for us or something. Guess I was wrong. So we've managed to do that, but before we leave here, I kind of want to find the guy in the market square and see if he has anything to say. Is he not here? Surprisingly... Oh, there he is. Silvio.
You're back. What can I do for you?
I guess we
We
can't
leave you
talk
to
with him
your-
anymore, now that we have our lead. Okay. Well, if that's the case, we can travel here and head back to the Constancia. It looks like Olima is where we will be headed. Have to head back to the ship. Okay. Current region is Euxantis. Okay, we know about that. What is it? I do have... Wait, I have a headpiece? What headpiece did I pick up? A merchant's hat. A light hat. Okay, that is a light hat. But I do have... much better rings for you. There you go. That'll help out a lot. You've also got a trader's coat, commercial agent's coat. Don't really need those. That does look fancy, though. I will grant that. Claymore with worn blade. I'm not gonna bother with that. Okay, so this light hat that I have. You got the navigator's talk. You can keep that. You've got heavy, medium, light. Light. What do you do with that? Slightly less armor, more magical deflection, dodge chance. Yeah. I think you'll keep what you got. Yeah, it's fine. So, that's our goal. Sophia might know whom to question. Let's see if we can find Sophia. That's Fausta. Sophia.
Ah, you have returned to speak with me. Might I hope you...
It's not...
Of course.
Do you know how to find Alma?
Safia, do you know where we could find Alma? Alvidor's mother's former first mate, who now lives in Olima.
It's been a few years since I last lived in Olima. I couldn't tell you where she lives. However, I believe the taverns are always a good source of information. The one in the port would be a good start to find a note.
Thank you, Safia. That's indeed a good idea.
Okay. The inn in the port.
See
That
you.
does make sense. Now, let me think. Nilon wanted to talk about that. I'm trying to remember. Who was it that would fit in Olima? But Olima is where we do need to go. Said I am going to step down below for a minute because there is a merchant I can sell a few items to. Wait, did I run past the merchant? I did. The merchant's in the other direction. So, actually, no, I didn't run past him. I just ran in the wrong direction.
So, what do you need?
Okay, so... none of those. Keep the shovel, keep the rope. And we have these. Anything that I have on me that can be sold. There we go. It's not much to sell, but it is still something. Thank you. And it looks like Olima is where we're gonna go first. I need to go up here to decide where we're going. Let me drop down to save first. Right, I can't quite remember. Because I wanted to bring the right people with me, and I can't remember who's who. Sophia seems to know. Let me see. So this is me. A couple people are suspicious of me. The Knots are cordial. He's cordial with me. He's with the Corn Guard. Cordial, natives of Tier 4D. Nice. The Dutons. I don't think we need to follow him yet. The DeVesp family. Bridge Alliance, Taleme, and the Knots. Okay, she likes me a lot. Everyone's cordial. Except him and her. Okay, so her we need to take. I'm considering taking Fausta and Sophia, because I think Sophia is from Alima. Fausta... Is it Fausta or Sybil? No, Fausta wanted to go to Peren. Fausta does say that we can do something there too, in Alima. And Sophia seems to know things. Maybe that's who I'll take with me. Fausta, Salima, and Alvida. It's gonna be a mix. Fausta is a healer type. I mean, she has the ability to heal. She has healing there. She has some ability to heal. You also have some ability to heal, so I would be able to mix up well with the healing. You're full combat. You have a minor bit of healing, surprisingly. You're mainly a healer. You're a taunter. You are more buff and support. So, I think this could work out. It's not the worst. Like, we do have someone who can heal. I think we can do it this way. And you know what? I'm going to end this episode here. Next episode, we'll make our way to Alima. Till then, I am Chester44, also known as Ply. That is Vridengare. This has been a Let's Play of Greedfall, the Dying World. And I shall see you all next time.